Double your dose with an exclusive extra video every single week, plus early access, chat with me on Discord, and support a truly independent channel with no corporate masters at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. I've been pretty hard on mainstream music for the last couple of years. Or the last 16 and a half years, depending on who you talk to. Most recently, I've been talking about how stale the charts are. Songs linger way too long at the top, how 2026 has only created one new actual star, and of course, they're performing the same safe, boring bullshit as anyone else. But there's a whole other world out there if you get away from the clean, gentrified streets that are top 40 radio and walk down a couple back alleys or two, step over a couple crackheads, and discover what else goes on in the world. So today, I wanted to look at 3 of 2026's weirdest music stories so far. We start with the tamest of Impalas, an indie band named Daydream Plus. I'm already getting my V-neck shirt and opinions on bicycle infrastructure ready. Released an entire album on an NES cartridge. Think we can get away with a clip? Let's find out. So, first time I heard this story, my immediate thought was, well, this is some fucking nostalgia bait hipster bullshit. Then I saw that the lead guitarist's name is Payson Power. It's not a real name. And I really wanted to choke someone with their own ascot. Then I heard they're Canadian. Fuck those guys, am I right? But like, it's kind of good. I clicked that play button going, I'm gonna fucking hate this. And 3 minutes later, I was like, yeah, this could have been level music in like a Mega Man game or something. Could have been Cuts Myself Man's level. But fuck, I kinda like this. And then you read that the guy spent a shitload of time learning how to program music for the NES, getting help from other people to actually get this into a physical NES cartridge. Yeah, it's not just some chiptunes thing. It runs off a legit Nintendo cart. The actual game is just a relatively static screen, but like, still, this is the type of shit that in 2026, some asshole would just go, Grok, can you take this song and make it sound like it's for Nintendo and also maybe wipe my ass for me? I can't do anything myself anymore. So even if I'm not a huge fan of the weepy indie music that seems to be Daydream Plus's forte, more French to come in this video, I can appreciate the work that went into it. If you like bizarre experimental shit like this and want to hear 8-bit versions of music that Power describes as weird chord progressions that sound a little bit unpleasant, not the greatest way to sell your music, I don't think, but whatever. Whether you have a working Nintendo or not, it's $50 on their Bandcamp and ships in September. Or you can just listen to the non-8-bit versions on their Bandcamp page and cry yourself to sleep. Our second story stays north of the border, with a duo you've likely heard about by this point, especially if Rick Beato shows up in your algorithm all the time too. It's Angine De Poitrine. They're from Saguenay, Quebec, or possibly from space? Same difference. No, but it's 2 dudes who dress in these strange polka dot costumes, like the fucked up offspring of Pokeroo, a joke only Canadians will get, sorry. And they speak to each other in noises that are supposedly their own made-up language. They wear the costumes for anonymity. See also Sleep Token and Ghost. One of them plays one of those guitars that are like double guitars, you know? Although it's actually a guitar and bass. And then controls a bunch of loop pedals with his feet for you real freaks out there to enjoy. The other plays drums, which really seems to minimize his role when I just explain what the first guy does, but anyway, they play microtonal math rock, which involves a lot of time signature changes during songs, the use of weird time signatures to begin with, none of that 4/4 bullshit Sabrina Carpenter sucks a mic off to and calls music. They describe it as Pythagorean Cubist Dada rock, which, at this point, we've completely blown by my threshold intolerance for things that are too arty, but again, let's risk a copyright claim and give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Again, all the faffing about aside, I kinda like it. which will piss off my brother. They're one of his favorite bands, and he's known about them way before they went viral this year. For me to be like, oh yeah, they're pretty good actually, on one of my stupid YouTube videos will not sit well. Actually, he'll never see this anyway. But yeah, I kinda like the groove of it all. You know, and have been angry about my whole purpose of music rant. Music on its own only serves like 4 purposes. You dance to it, work out to it, cry to it, or fuck to it. I could definitely see working out to it, just getting lost in the music during a run. Although I think you might hurt yourself fucking to it. But apparently, you can hurt yourself just listening to it. Cause this shit isn't weird enough on its own for this video, let me tell you a story about the 2026 Festival International de Jazz de Montréal, the Montreal Jazz Festival in normal speak. It's believed that over 70,000 people attended Angine De Poitrine's performance specifically. They had to shut down the area 30 minutes before the show because too many people were there. Then it was reported that 6 people were hospitalized. I need you to understand this. 6 people suffered a heat stroke or something and were unwilling to do anything about it to the point that they passed out and needed to be dragged to the hospital for this. Four other people refused medical attention, rub some dirt on it and get the fuck back in there. They simply could not miss whatever the fuck this is. You've heard of shitting your pants at Olivia Rodrigo, but are you a true stan if you haven't had a near-death experience at Angine De Poitrine? And our weirdest revelation this year, HorseGiirL. Like Angine De Poitrine, HorseGiirL isn't new. She just went viral for the first time this year. This clip from January gets 15 million views. HorseGiirL serves at Spotify's 2026 Best New Artist Party in Los Angeles. The comments are fucking hilarious. Wasn't she on that Sex and the City show? Didn't get nearly enough likes. What the hey? Is really good too, but yeah, there's something unsettling about this for sure. A girl in a bikini wearing one of those really crappy rubber horse masks? Funny. A girl wearing a semi-realistic horse prosthetic where you can see her eyes and also her mouth moves? Not funny. A couple months later, she's spotted in the audience at Sabrina Carpenter's Lollapalooza show in Chile. Sabrina does this gimmick where she arrests a celebrity at each of her shows. The pathetic seals that are her audience all clap. Oh my god, it's another famous person! So I really thought some marketing team was making a real push to make her a big star. Maybe they saw how popular that weird female horse racing video game got this year as well and thought, I think America's ready for a half-woman, half-horse pop star. But you know what they say about leading a horse to water? You can't make them listen to strange German happy hardcore songs about horse fucking. Vosh and the Your Movie Sucks guy are both fully erect right now. That's Forbidden Love Story. We can blame HorseGiirL here if this video has ads on it. Anyway, this is the part that I respect about her music. She's entirely into the gimmick. She's not a girl wearing a horse mask who just sings regular old pop songs. Effectively, every song is horse-related. She's got songs called My Barn, My Rules, Pegasus, Material Horse. There's a 5-minute song about how much she loves apples. Even the songs that aren't really about horses have horse whinnying noises in them. I know I used this reference earlier this year, but this once again very much reminds me of the Always Sunny episode in which Dennis thinks that they'll be presenting themselves as bird men, which to me is infinitely cooler than just sort of being a bird. But again, I have to respect the commitment to the bit. There's no half-assing it here. Her gimmick is stable. So there you go. Modern music isn't all the same old stale Wonder Bread. Sometimes it's 3 elder emos putting their music out on a piece of hardware from 1985, 2 French guys pretending to be aliens playing complicated prog rock that people would risk dying of dehydration to hear, or a German horsewoman that makes you think, maybe my Pornhub searches aren't as weird as I thought they were. Yet. Yeah, I'll just leave that stale loaf of Wonder Bread on the table in case you want it back.